Oh God. Okay. Okay. Whew. Water. Okay. Now you guys are probably asking, hey, where did you get that B-roll footage from, you frosty, frantic, fumbling, fumi, moo? Yeah? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you guys to know that I love you guys so much that I did the unthinkable. I broke into a bunch of YouTubers' houses, stole their B-roll footage, and uploaded it to YouTube. Yes, indeedy, I did. And yeah, that was nice. I'm glad I did that, because honestly, it'd be better than the things I have. What am I supposed to do? Show my fake ass tree? You got me gooked, my guy. You got me. Oh no! No! Oh shoot! Okay. Oh crap, man! Damn it! Hide the evidence! Insert generic. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Smash Talk. Now, I have come together to give you guys a Christmas special. First of all, Merry Christmas, young people. Raise your glasses, your eggnog, your green card, your other eggnog. Just lift your table, lift your kid, and let's have a just one clash of just a celebration. Have Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys got some swell vittles and swell presents over the years, and if your mom just gave you an Amazon gift card, well, at least she proves that she kind of loves you. Anyways, in today's episode, guys, I've decided to give you guys a Christmas special. I thought it would be fun to kind of go back and look at other leaks that have happened in the past that were kind of influential and kind of had a lot to them. So I thought today would be cool if we went back and explored one leak that happened in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, if we look at the past, Smash Ultimate did not have a lot of leaks that were crazy. There was the one where I did a video on where it was an arms leak of Springman. It was like a Springman Decidui on the thing, and while that was cool and all, that was pretty obvious that was fake. 100% that was pretty much fake. That was before E3, so give the guy props there. That's why I did the video in the first place. There was also a video on the 11 character leak that I did a while ago. I liked that one. I knew it was fake, to be honest with you, but I liked it because of the creativity of how the person designed the leak. I thought it was cool, and it generated a lot of discussion because it was 11 characters. That video is 49 minutes long, so it's like, yeah, generated a lot of discussion. Thanks a lot, buddy. However, in this thing, guys, we're going to be talking about the Grinch Leak. Now, if you guys don't know what the Grinch Leak is, you obviously wasn't here, around like 2 months ago, last year. Now, fun fact, I was actually wanted to cover this leak a lot before, but I never got the chance to because I'm stupid. I'm very stupid, and I didn't record it. I was actually, fun fact, gonna do like a tribute to the Grinch Leak that I was gonna put on this channel, but never did. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't, because it was freaking ass. Yeah, it was I did that video like very last minute. However, I thought today it would be nice to once again go back and look at it from a perspective of someone who is looking at this leak. Yes, that made sense. And now we shall continue the video because this is awkward. Alright, that's what we're going to be doing today, guys. I'm going to show you guys what exactly the Grinch Leak for the 5 of you people that probably don't know what it is, and I'm going to cover what was contained in the leak, the origins of the leak, and then basically cover the characters that got announced and basically my opinion on it. I'm going to be doing this with other leaks in the future, other leaks that took place way before, from 64, Melee, and other stuff. I might cover various rumors as well. I think that'll be fun to just like go back and see what would happen if, like, you know, all that were true. I think it'd be fun. So once again, this is kind of the start of a new thing I wanted to do here on this channel because, you know, I thought it'd be cool. So that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. By the way, I want you to know, no, I'm not copying Aaron Nitmar's video, okay? I haven't even watched that one. So frick off. I had this idea all the way back in like October. Screw you and eat penis. Okay, so let's start with origins. How did this leak take place? When did this leak take place? What happened? Why was it believable? And let's go over all the specifics of that. So this leak circled around 1 year ago, around 2018, when Smash Ultimate has yet to come out, obviously. This whole thing was posted around late October, around the second half of October. There was a person that leaked on their Snapchat, apparently. I think this is very interesting that a leak like this was in Snapchat. That's definitely one that'll put it in the more unique leaks, because usually things are shown off in 4chan to avoid possible identity, and then they would probably get sued afterwards and stuff, like the ESRB leaked that. And trust me, we'll talk about the ESRB leak. We'll definitely talk about the ESRB leak. That's, oh god, that was a mess. But anyways, we're moving forward. This was called the Grinch Leak. And the reason why it was called the Grinch Leak, no, it was not because it happened around Christmas time. I feel like as the years go on, that's probably going to be people's thought process, like, oh yeah, it's a Grinch Leak, so it happened in September. He's ruining Christmas. He's ruining Smash Bros. I get it, Smash community. Next. Is not called Grinch Leak because of that. It's actually because in the Snapchat picture, as you guys can see here, in the picture, you guys see various promotional art of the Grinch Leak there. You see one in the bottom right where he's under like a present thing, and it's highlighted in this image. And then also there's one where you have the Grinch and his dog there. This was obviously to promote the new Grinch movie that was coming out during this time by the one and only Illumination. They were trying to promote the new Grinch movie as well. So this was leaked by an employee whose profile, when you search the leaker's name, because it is on their Snapchat, so the full name is revealed. I actually don't know the person's full name, but it is what it is. I'm not really gonna delve that deep into it. It apparently showed that the person produces promotional resources and was also working on materials for the new Grinch movie that was coming out, which once again you can see by the promotional art on the top left of the first image, the bottom right of the second image. And yeah, they were promoting Smash Brothers, and we got to see a bunch of stuff here. Now, I believe the reason people believe this leak, and one of the reasons I believed this leak at the time, was mostly because of the different images they had. All these images were completely new. There wasn't any kind of copy to it at all. The content of the picture, as you can see, it has a LOL. Just like you under it are 3 images, what looks like to be Final Destination. It's kind of what it reminds me of in the case of this image. I'm not 100% sure though. Then below the LOL image, we see a thing that kind of looks like a very shitty Smash Ball. It looks very lame Smash Ball that's like white. It has like a dotted stripe in the end. On the second image, as you can see, we have now this thing. Now, besides, once again, the Grinch, it honestly looks like an outline for a Grinch chain or something. We see Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Switch, and then we also see the vast group of characters here. It has the words on Snapchat,
Nick Nintendo MDRRR.
I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna be real. Neek Nintendo Murder. Yeah, I don't. And then the final image is shown where the beautiful, high quality picture here. What is with leakers and having flip phones as cameras? Like, I swear, man, like leakers, they go up to something and they can't hold their freaking thing right, first of all, because it looks shaky. And then the other thing is they always film it on a freaking potato. Like, bro, can you afford the iPhone 3? I'm just asking for research purposes, because this is ridiculous. Why is every single time there's some freaking dude who can't hold his camera, or he can't However, lots of people took this image here and high-resed it as much as they could and made out the characters that were in there that we haven't seen yet. So, to list off the characters, there was, going from the left to the right side, we have Shadow the Hedgehog on one next to Toon Link. We have Banjo-Kazooie, what looks like next to Daisy and Greninja. Then we have Isaac from Golden Sun next to Lucario. Then Ken we see on the left side of Samus. Then we see Mike Mockrider next to Inkling and Pikachu. And then we see Gino next to what looks like Jigglypuff and Pac-Man. And then finally we have the Chorus Kid, who is next to the Pokemon trainer and on the left hand side Villager. So those are all the new fighters that we see in the image. The image is very, very blurry, so I apologize. I don't think there's a better image to use other than this one, but you can make out the characters pretty clearly. There is a lot to this leak, and there's a lot of characters that basically got quote-unquote revealed. Now, here's the reasons why I was skeptical of the leak at first, but then as I kept watching people talk about it, I was more on board with this leak being real. Now, the first thing, and the main reason why I didn't believe it, is because of what Sakurai said during E3. He said this:
"We've made including every single fighter ever our #1 goal, so I'm kind of hoping you aren't expecting too many new challengers."
And I don't know about you guys, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters is plus we got Isabelle, and then we got K. Rool, and then something. That's 10 characters. So the whole, oh yeah, this isn't a lot of characters list, that really doesn't go well with the leak. Leaking 7 characters, bro. That's kind of wild. I won't even lie, bro. I won't even lie. Either way, that was what made me suspicious. Because of the fact that Sakurai said himself that we're not going to get a lot of characters, but you have this leak with a lot of characters in it. And I know Sakurai has a history of lying, but I feel like this is the type of thing that he wouldn't lie about. It wouldn't make sense of why he would lie about it. I know he's a troll, but he doesn't troll that much, guys. Like, y'all act like this man is on 4chan and Reddit just posting lol, Fortnite, lol. Tells me Sakurai's a great dude. Is just, you know, I don't see his trolling powers to be as impeccable as the average internet consumer. So yeah, that was why I didn't believe it originally, and I didn't think anything of it, and I didn't want to think anything of it, because you're just setting yourself up for failure. The one thing I have about leaks, and the one reason why it's really hard to like them, is because A, when they're right, they do spoil stuff for you. But if you like the leak so much that you want it to be true and it turns out to be false, you're wrongfully mad at the game, because it's like, oh man, I wish this came out, when you should be mad at the leaker because they got your hopes up. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation if you do believe a leak. I always come with a hint of skepticism when it comes to these kinds of leaks, because of the fact that it's like, there's not a lot of times when leaks are actually real. And when I say, once again, like quote-unquote leaks, and when I mention leaks, I mean fake leaks and stuff of that. There's a lot of fake leaks out there because people are hyped about the game. Some people want to be dickheads and troll everybody, but some people are genuinely hyped about the games and they just want to show that hype and generate discussion and such. That's healthy leaking, you know what I mean? I mean, these guys aren't freaking Wabi Sabi and Vergaben leaking stuff. They're not, I mean, it is what it is. Those guys are leakers, are actual leakers. The people who do this stuff are a bunch of trolls who just want react. But either way, it is what it is. The other reason I didn't believe it is because of the fact that they put it on Snapchat. On Snapchat, it shows your real name. Even if you put like something stupid as a username, it still has your real name. My thing is, if this person is an actual employee, why would they put it on their Snapchat of all things? Like, I can see maybe making an anonymous Twitter account and then putting it there, or maybe putting it on 4chan or Reddit or somewhere that you can have a anonymous name rather than on Snapchat, which is much harder to do. So I don't understand why they did that, and that led me to believe like, nah, it can't be real, bro. It can't be real. However, as I kept watching streams and such, I saw multiple things that made this leak real. Once again, the fact that a lot of these pictures that we see here, like these 3 stages here, if I recall correctly, we have never seen these like 3 images. I don't even know what these 3 images are, to be honest with you. Once again, I always go into Final Destination. These are like models or something for Final Destination. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It is what it is. Then we have the actual picture. One thing that really got me, and I think the thing that stood out to me when I first saw this leak, was the fact that Greninja's tongue was fully shown. In the past, if I'm not mistaken, around that time, I don't know if it shows now, but but Greninja's tongue has always had a little covered by it because, if I'm not mistaken, Snake was always on that side. His gun, the left portion of his gun, always cut off his tongue. However, in this case, Snake is moved over a bit and he's aiming his thing at Banjo, which I will get into later. And then on top of that, yeah, you see Greninja's full tongue. So that's one thing that kind of got me like, oh, well, actually, this could be real. Because who would go to that much effort to do that, you know? Then we go to Snake, which I'll get into now. So Snake has a gun, and it looks like he's aiming it at Banjo-Kazooie. Now, Snake was always in a weird position because of the fact that he was kneeled down and ready to go and catching bodies, but it's like he's not aiming it at him. So people thought that there were people who thought that, yes, he was aiming it at Banjo-Kazooie, and apparently it's a reference to Metal Gear. Like, there's a mission where you're supposed to like shoot a bear or something. I don't know exactly what this mission is. I'll try and find it when I get to editing this, and I'll try to post it on pause. Alright, I found the mission. It's a-okay. The mission is basically called Capture the Legendary Brown Bear, and it's it's in Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, and the mission is basically Snake's trying to kill a brown bear. As you can see in the footage, you guys can see the parallels now. Banjo-Kazooie's a bear and bird, brown bear, Snake's trying to kill you get the gist, basically. So that's what people were referencing when they're talking about like the references and stuff. So with that being said, goodbye, hey, deuces, okay. And see right here, but for the most part, yeah, it was a reference to that, and I believe that because the people who I talked to about this played Metal Gear and they know the missions and stuff. So it makes sense that would be the case, and Sakurai is the type of person who would do something like that in the first place. So that led me to believe Leak even more. Then when you look at it, people have tried to find different images that chalked up to their position, and nobody really found anything. I think a couple people found something for Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm not 100% sure, but I think some people found something like that. I'm not sure, but for the most part, these images, they are well done. I can't deny that. Now the other thing is the image is incredibly blurry, but it's blurry enough to the point where you can still see the characters, but you can't make out certain details that normal people would go and analyze to, like, down to the tiniest pixel to see. You can't really do that with this leak, and that probably warranted it being fake, and that's very true, but I just wanted to be 100% sure. I didn't know. Alright, I don't know. Now the other thing of why I thought it was fake and why I didn't think it was real was because normally this is what would be my main argument, is not only because of the whole Sakurai said there's not a lot of characters, but then on top of that, this is incredibly fan service. We have been asking for characters like Banjo-Kazooie at the time. This is before Banjo got in Smash. Shut up. I remember people were asking for Ken because Echo Fighters were introduced. Isaac from Golden Sun, do I even have to mention? Shadow the Hedgehog, Mach Rider, even Mach Rider has gotten a lot of attention recently. Chorus Kids, people have wanted the Chorus Kids ever since the Gamatsu leak, which is another leak I want to talk about, and probably soon too. And Gino, I mean, I don't gotta explain Gino. But all these characters are extremely well known, and they've been known for people to want them. Now normally that would make me more skeptical of this leak. However, considering Smash's characters and the fact that Sakurai has confirmed that he got Simon, K. Rool, Richter, he got them off the ballot, Chrom and Dark Samus. Chrom was the most wanted character, I think, in Japan, while Dark Samus was highly requested in the West. So that's why those two characters got it. Then we have Isabelle, a character that people have wanted for a while, and then who's really popular, so it makes sense to have her as a character. Then we have Ken from Street Fighter. I mean, this is before the whole Ken stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and chop that off. Not gonna count Ken and Incineroar in them just because of the fact that this leak came out before them. The direct that Ken and Incineroar were on, this was on November 1st, is what it is. So with that being said, there is a lot to talk about. Overall, man, this leak was very well timed. I think the leaker did a really good job in that. The only thing that really got me not to fully be on board with this leak being real is the fact that Sakurai said himself that there's not going to be a lot of fighters in this game. And I wasn't looking forward to seeing like 7 or 8 characters in the roster, because that would be insane. That's not a lot of, that being not a lot of characters is a very crazy statement. So I'm just saying it is what it is. Now with that being said, I kind of wanted to really quickly go into each character. Wrong! Okay, so I actually decided that I'm not going to go into the characters this time. I'll get into a good majority of them in the next video. A Geno video is in the works as we speak, so I figured I may as well talk about them in a different video because those characters are going to warrant a discussion of their own, and if I go into each one, it's going to take hours to get through. And in this one, it took me like 5 minutes or so too, so I really don't want to get into it right now. We'll get into it later, so I'm going to skip the characters right now and just get right to the conclusion of the Grinch Leak, because that's what this video is about, not naming all the characters and talking about all of them individually. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, hey, bye bye. So, with that being said, that was the entire Grinch leak, and that was basically how the Grinch stole Smash Bros. Because of one little leak here and there. However, this just shows the talent, honestly, of the leaking community. To be honest, the fake leaker community, not the actual leaking community. And overall, I mean, it just showed a lot of how talented they are as people, because they're also dickheads for leading us on like that. What legends, am I right, folks? Am I right, gamers? High five. So, in conclusion, the Grinch leak is probably one of the best leaks that was introduced to us during the development cycle of Smash Ultimate. Yeah, it left us with very much disappointment when we saw Piranha Plant getting smashed, but I would say at the end of the day, it was cool because once again, we've gotten nothing but bum leaks the entire way through Smash Ultimate. And Smash Ultimate's development not being as long as Smash 4's was, there was a lot less build up to the moment where Smash ultimately got. So yeah, that's basically the Grinch leak in general. Well, that's pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New... What the...
Target sighted. There you are. You
oh god.
Home record.
Alright.
Oh
no.
Boys, you're breaking on the door. Break the door in 3, 2, 1.
Oh no.
Blast
no,
scum.
No,
Come here.
I have a chair.
It's gonna hurt you a lot. Until you will know.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys I have to finish. Like, comment, subscribe. And keep it because I'm addicted. No. Come here, you. You're done. Peace. Alright, boys. We detained him. Freaking loser. Making YouTube videos. What the hell is this anyway? Y'all saw nothing. This man broke into houses. He'll be back in a couple days, but for now he's doing jail time. Come here, you sad sack of crap. Alright. Dragon boys.